Palgwe, Chang. This is the form for red belts. So if you are not a red belt, you should not be watching this form until you have practiced your lower belt forms. So Palgwe, Chang. This form has a lot of practical applications, not saying the others don't, but this one has a lot. So the very first thing is somebody grabs my wrist. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a wrist release. And by doing that, I'm going to be turning my thumb downward, coming up using both hands. So don't just go like this. That's a one-handed motion. So everything we try in martial arts to use our whole body. So using our hip or torso, we're generating power. Just like that. Now, I turn in and I go to a back stance. That's to the bridge of the nose. So somebody grab me, pull away, strike. Step forward, middle punch to the solar plex. Remember, the solar plex is a vital target area. It's right here where we breathe. So when you punch there, a lot of times you can knock the wind out of somebody. Looking over, you're punching shoulder, same thing. Low block. I grab my wrist. Wrist release, strike. Bridge of the nose, middle punch. Somebody's getting ready to punch again. I do a double middle knife hand. Boom. They do another punch. I press down, deflect it, fingertip thrust. From here, I trap, grab, spinning back fist to the temple area. Temple bone is a very weak bone, just like a collarbone. So I'm striking there with a back fist, with the back of my first two knuckles, and then I'm punching and yelling, "Aya!" From here, I look over my back shoulder, bring my hands above my head so I can see it. I want to be like this, right? I bring them up, always the hand that is on my left, palm will be facing me. Do not want a palm facing out like this because then the motion becomes a tennis elbow motion. Anytime you hyperextend that elbow, it's called a tennis elbow from whenever people play tennis. So you're going to keep this hand in. As soon as that wrist turns, that locks out that whole technique. At the same time, I'm going to step into a back stance. Chop to the throat. You notice it's at my throat level, so that's where it should be. Not here, not here, not down here. To your opponent's throat, or actually to your throat. That should be your target area. From here, I'm going to bring my arms in. As I bring them in, I'm going to bring this hand on top. I'm going to do a horse stance elbow, double elbow I call it, because this motion here should be as strong as this motion. So of course, I'm hitting to this area, and I'm also trying to protect myself if somebody comes up and grabs me and puts me in a choke. I want to be able to thrust back with that elbow as well. So elbow. Next one, punch comes in, block. Back stance, using my hips, turn in for the middle punch. From here, bring my hands up. Right hand is palm inside this time. Chop to the throat. Double elbow, horse stance, back stance, middle block or frisbee block. Stepping out, reverse punch. From here, this is a hop skip move. So I'm basically doing a change of direction. I'm practicing balance at the same time, looking to my side, chambering. As I chamber, I'm going to pull my left hand up, my right hand in. I'm going to kick. I'm going to grab the back of their neck, elbow smash. Hop skip on the other side. From here, I'm going to kick, elbow smash as well. Looking over my back shoulder, somebody grab me. Turn, trying to choke me, break the grip. This time, instead of pulling them in and kicking them, we're going to do a double uppercut right here to the kidney area. Strike, double uppercut again, or you could say floating rib area. From here, punch comes in, parry it. You should know it from the self-defense. Parry, and I'm going to do a spinning elbow technique. Boom, right there. From here, somebody comes up. They grab me in a bear hug. So my self-defense is I need to compress to release that grip because they're grabbing me really tight. So I'm going to compress my body as tight as I can. Bring my left over right, stepping out into a horse stance, double elbow. So I break the grip. Grab their head, throwing them. Grab their head on the other side, throw them and yell, "Aya!" And make sure I'm looking that way that I threw. There we go. So back to ready stance. So actually, the right foot was the last foot we moved, but we still moved the left in. So back to ready stance. Puddle. Okay, regular speed now. Palgwe Paul Chang. This should be about a 5 count. Oh! And here comes it. Palgwe Paul Chang.